When I first moved into my property 5 years ago, it really was completely barren. So of course, as a gardener, I put in a garden. My name is Kevin Espiritu. I'm the founder of Epic Gardening, and we've been teaching people how to grow their own food in backyards for over 10 years now. But we've done a lot of projects here that helped kind of build the character of the space, make it easier to work in. So we're taking these lessons that we learned building out my property and bringing them out to Maine. The team is out there right now with the help of Home Depot, really transforming the space. We're taking my compost bin lesson and building probably a little bit of a better design out in Maine right now. We're filling up the beds. There's so many of these little projects that really bring an outdoor space to life. So let's check out what the team's got in store.
This is From Scratch.
Good thing we have the whole crew here today because we are moving a lot of soil. We have to fill all the raised beds up. Erin's going to be planting some beautiful containers, and I get to build a compost bin. But first, I have to head to Home Depot and grab some wood.
Long time no see.
So we're talking about gardening last time we were at the pro desk. One thing that I am building on this project is a compost bin.
Okay.
Back on my side of the coast,
Right.
I could get western red cedar or pine. I've done it both ways,
Right.
and pine honestly works just fine. It is an active compost pile anyway,
Right.
and it's going to be broken down
Right.
no matter
Either
what
way.
you do, right?
Exactly. Yep. I would definitely would recommend going with pine for sure. Probably
Okay.
2x6 by 12s.
I have one issue. I don't have a way to transport 12-foot boards. I need, I think, like 12 of them.
That's no problem. I could set up a delivery for you, or we could have them cut for you.
Okay.
Yep,
If I get
absolutely.
these all cut into 6-foot lengths, I
Okay.
should be able to get the whole bin together
Absolutely.
with like no waste.
I have the wood for the compost bin, but we still have a lot of work to get done to really transform this property. A big part of which is the main garden, so Erin and Chia-Ming got started on filling all of the raised beds.
What's the plan in terms of how we're going to fill these?
So we already started with the wood chips,
Yeah.
thanks for that. And then we actually have compost and we have soil.
Oh, great.
So we're just gonna like lasagna layer it on till we get to the top.
Okay, great.
Right up to it.
There you go.
Yep.
Perfect.
You do shovel.
Do bucket. We got these beautiful Swiss chard sort of starts. I love Swiss chard, and I also love it because it happens to be beautiful.
It is. Do you do salad or do you do saute?
I do a little saute.
Same.
You know, garlic and olive oil and a little bit of sauteed, salt and pepper, done. Well,
right.
that is beautiful. Pretty excited about that.
Let's work on the next one.
Right.
All right, we've got the wood cut to 6-foot lengths, but there are some more cuts to do. So we will be trimming everything down to roughly 3-foot lengths. And then once I got everything cut, we'll talk about assembly and actually how to use it in your garden. We are using a miter saw for this build, and the only thing I really want to call out here is that you make sure everything is set to 0, both in the tilt and the actual angle of your cut on the front here. And the other thing to consider, of course, is always have safety glasses when cutting. And we also are going to be using some hearing protection with these little earplugs. We have all the wood cut for the compost bin, so now I'm going to haul it up to the build site and get the assembly started.
Now I just have to find Paul, and if I had to guess, he's probably somewhere with the quad.
Get to the top first. Flip that one over. As we're assembling the backside of the compost bin, I do want to point out the fact that there will be gaps between these boards. So this is a scrap piece from the actual boards that we cut earlier. So all I'm going to do here is put it right in that space like so, line it up, and that's going to be how we set that spacing. Now, the thing that's important about compost bins is that they need to breathe. So by putting spacing like this, it keeps the material just in enough, but still allows oxygen to get into your pile, which is what heats it up. Anytime you're putting screws in near the edge of a board, you want to make sure you pre-drill because it's going to reduce the chance that you're splitting these actual boards on the end grain. Every time you build a compost bin, you just need to grab a buddy.
I should go all the way. All right.
Getting a little heavier.
Nice.
Now we've got the back and both side walls of the compost bin built. So we're gonna start working on the front face, and you'll see how cool this system is because it's very easy to build up and actually contain your pile as you go.
Hot swap.
He's scared.
You're a little bit lighter on that pencil now, so
I'm going lighter on purpose.
yeah, I trust you.
Let's see your side.
Ooh.
And it's time for my truly favorite feature of this kind of style of compost bin. So why don't you do the honors and slide that board in?
All right, so we're slotting this in, and we're gonna go for about 1 3/4 inches of space between these two boards and that panel.
That's gonna keep those boards from falling back or forward, but still allow you to slide it up and down as you build up your compost pile.
Look at that.
I want to leave you guys with a couple tips on how to maintain your compost pile, and it's really all about balancing your greens and browns. Your greens are anything that was recently alive. Those are what are going to activate your pile, but they are wet and they need something to help them break down, and that is where the browns come in. Browns are anything that is dead, dried material. So right here I have a couple classic example of browns that you would use to balance your pile, and there are specific ratios that people calculate and try to get super exact on. But in reality, you don't have to be that careful. The only thing that really matters here is that you're balancing. If your pile gets too wet or stinky, you want to add some more browns. Now, the only difference here is that the bigger the initial piece is, the longer it'll take for your pile to break down. So you kind of want to find a happy balance between it all. If you have mixed sizes like this, that's actually pretty ideal. And if you are somewhere that has a lot of deciduous trees, fallen leaves are a fantastic source of browns, but I suggest you shred them by running them over with something like a lawnmower before you add them into your compost pile.
Okay, we need more plants.
Spireas are like just tough as nails. They're really nice shrubs, gets really good color, and it blooms almost non-stop. It's not like it reblooms, it almost just keeps blooming. I think this is gonna be good bang for our buck in that spot. And
That foliage color too.
Need is another grass though. Is that better?
I think so.
Okay,
Do you like it?
I do like it. Look, we've been here for 3 seconds and
We're so good.
We've already got our hands full of plants.
Do you want to look at bulbs while we're in here real quick?
This is my most impressive car packing.
How do we feel?
I feel very accomplished. That was highly successful.
All right, let's go.
We found a great variety of plants at the garden center, including some beautiful viburnums, perennials like these beautiful sedums, grasses, and annuals. And I'm excited to use these all in decorative containers to soften the space and add some personalities. These planters are going to become living design elements. Oh, this combo is so nice. That looks so good. Here we go. Are we in?
Yeah.
We're in.
Here are a few tips, tricks, and takeaways we picked up. Measure twice, cut once. Accurate measurements save time, materials, and frustration. Use Home Depot's in-store cutting service. This way you can transport wood easier and it saves you time. Build for airflow. Proper spacing helps compost break down faster and more evenly. Today's tool of the day is the Ryobi corded sliding compound miter saw. This saw was extremely easy to set up, use, and was precisely accurate for repeatable cuts. This made cutting all the lumber for the compost bin a total breeze. Now that the garden beds are mostly full and the compost bin is built, it's time to bring some major vibes to this garden. Next up, we're laying in paths, planting containers, and to help out, we've got the Texas Master Gardener Graylen Brown on his way here right now.
All right, Dallas. It's been fun. Man, here I come.
If you're now ready to build your own compost bin, HomeDepot.com has helpful guides and resources to get you started. And don't forget to check out the description below for a full list of linked tools and materials we used for this project.
See, this is why I don't have a gym membership.
Who needs a gym membership when you garden?
You got the garden.